If the air and the heat aren't enough, we're still in for an extreme drought. Utahns are cutting back on landscape watering during the intensity of the drought, but it's also important to monitor the health of our trees.
According to the experts, trees are pretty resilient, but as news specialist Jed Bowles shows us, some of them might need a little extra help in order to survive.
We've been asked to water no more than twice a week and to prioritize trees over turf. But in this extended drought, some trees are suffering.
It actually takes a pretty significant toll on the trees.
Sean Moser manages the conservation gardens at Jordan Valley Water Conservancy District. Even now, this mature water-wise garden thrives on one deep watering every 7 to 10 days. But in many of our yards and public places, trees are showing stress.
You'll start to see some yellowing of the leaves and some crisping of the edges of the leaves.
Mature trees have big root systems that gather water where other plants cannot, but they still show stress. If we're watering twice a week,
your tree should actually handle that pretty well if it's in the lawn. But if the tree is out by itself and it doesn't have an irrigation system or a sprinkler system on it, that's when it's really going to start to struggle.
A lot of the stress actually started last year.
Katie Wagner with the USU Extension Service points out the drought started last spring.
And of course, as the dry soil conditions can continue on into this year with the very hot temperatures as well, then we're going to see more and more symptoms of drought stress in trees.
Use a hose or a soaker hose to trickle water on the tree for an hour or two. Put it 3 to 10 feet from the tree and water every 7 to 10 days.
Trees actually like really deep, long, soaking irrigation events. And so putting water down very slowly over a long period of time, helping to get that water down into the soil, a foot or 2 feet down into the soil, is really going to help them out.
Defoliated branches may be dead and should be removed. But if you're just seeing thinning in portions of the canopy, you can help the tree recover.
Most of the time they'll bounce back. Just like lawn, for the most part, will bounce back once there's water available again.
They won't bounce back overnight, but in a couple of months, you should see some improvement. For KSL 5 News, I'm Jed Bowles.